Hello everyone, it's Chef James again, and it's that time of the year where we extend our gratitude to our loved ones. So today we're gonna make a pumpkin pie with some whipped cream and some toasted pumpkin seeds on top. Let's get busy.
Okay, we're gonna take our clean pumpkins and place them on a sheet pan face down so they do not caramelize. Into the oven they go on 350 degrees for about an hour to an hour and a half. Okay, these are our ingredients for our pie crust. Let's get started. In our cold bowl, we're gonna add 1 1/4 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, we're gonna mix this in a little bit with our regular beater. Now we're gonna add our ice cold butter, making sure we don't have our mixer on high speed. If not, you'll have flour and butter everywhere. Okay, let's check this out. This mixture should resemble coarse meal at this point. You should be able to squeeze it together and it holds. Okay, at this point, we should have mixed our lemon juice inside our water, ice cold water, and we're gonna add our water and lemon juice mixture 1 tablespoon at a time to bring this dry/wet mixture together. Okay, this mixture looks pretty good. I'm gonna switch my blade to a dough blade to bring it together a little better. This is gonna form a not ball, but it's gonna bring it together a little bit more. Okay, on a lightly floured surface, we're gonna form our dough into a ball. Then we're gonna flatten it down a little bit. Then we're gonna wrap it in plastic and place it in the refrigerator to cool off for about an hour or maybe 2 hours. We want that butter to stay firm, and we're gonna let our gluten rest. Okay, for our pumpkin seeds, we're gonna take a little bit of oil, not too much, we don't want them to be wet, just enough to coat them, and a pinch of salt. And we're gonna mix this around a little bit to get them covered and coated. Then we're gonna place them on a sheet pan to roast. I put foil on my sheet pan for extra protection because I don't have too many seeds. I don't want them to burn. Okay, into the oven they go, 350 degrees also.
Okay, our seeds are done. You wanna really check these guys so they don't burn. They cooked in about 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, now let's check our pumpkins and see how far along they are. Perfect. Fork is going through real easy. Okay, now for our pumpkin puree, we're gonna scrape out all the pulp. Okay, now we're gonna put it in a bigger bowl so we can get this pureed. I'm using an immersion blender to get this stuff real smooth. Okay, time to make a pie. Okay, we're gonna make our own pumpkin spice. We're gonna take 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/2 teaspoon of ground allspice, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves, and 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. Okay, we're gonna mix all these together really good. We wanna make sure all our measurements are right. It's very important because this is where all the flavor comes from in your pumpkin dishes. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin latte, pumpkin pancakes. It's really important to get the measurements right. Okay, our pie ingredients. We're gonna start off with our eggs. We got 3 eggs. I'm gonna give them a good whisk. Okay, we're gonna add our pureed pumpkin. We have 2 cups of pureed pumpkin. 1 1/4 cup of packed brown sugar, our pumpkin spice mixture, half a teaspoon of salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of heavy cream. Give these guys a good whisk. Get it all mixed in. Okay, on a lightly floured surface, we're gonna roll out the dough. Not too much flour, just enough to keep it from sticking. Make sure you flour your rolling pin also. We're gonna roll this out to about 12 inches. Then we're gonna roll it back on to our rolling pin and get our pie pan. Place the dough on top of the pie pan and roll it out. Press it inside the pan. All the dough that overhangs over the pie pan, just tuck it under. And then we're gonna start crimping our dough. Okay, we're gonna take some parchment paper and some beans and set down in the pie pan to keep it weighed down so it doesn't puff up when it's cooking. We're gonna part cook our crust. This probably takes about maybe 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, we're gonna remove this sack of beans and we're gonna put our pie filling inside. And in the oven we go for about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on your oven. Okay, our beautiful pie. Let's have a slice. So if you notice, my pie is kind of dark to be a pumpkin pie. It's because I used brown sugar. If you want your pumpkin pie to be more lighter, you can use regular white sugar instead of brown sugar. Nice good dollop of whipped cream on top. And then we're gonna take our toasted pumpkin seeds and give them a little sprinkle on top of there. Nothing like having a fresh slice of pumpkin pie and some nice toasted pumpkin seeds on top.